but I remember a time when it was very uncomfortable to walk through that with the Lord. And so you might be there today, and that is perfectly okay. Like, if you feel like, there's guilt, there's like this sense of shame, condemnation, like you don't just feel like, like if you feel convicted about something and then you feel like immobilized in guilt and shame, um, that is like a hard place to be in. That's where I used to be, and I didn't know how to change the thing that I was being convicted about. And so, um, like shame and guilt and this feeling of like icky condemnation, like heavy on you as if you're never going to get out of it, that is not from the Lord. He might have convicted you about it, but those follow up feelings of like heaviness, like I can't do this or I don't know what to do, that's not from the Lord. The Lord, when He convicts you about something, He convicts you with the intention of wanting to help you get out of it. And so if you're feeling convicted about something and then you feel stuck, you feel like you can't move, you feel depressed, anxious, heavily troubled, I just want you to know those feelings are not from the Lord. And you need to lean into the Lord because most likely in that moment you're going through a spiritual attack, or you just have so much trauma or things that trauma does literally change the way our brain works. So whether it's small traumas, big traumas we went through at a very young age that we maybe don't even remember, like either way it affects the brain and how it functions. And so it can show up in these places and make us have these unhealthy emotions, feelings, thoughts, etc. So anyways, I just feel like I'm kind of getting off track here, but I'm trying to open up and make this a safe place for you guys because, oh, I remember. That's what I was trying to say. What I have been realizing as I've been walking through this with the Lord, and He's been showing me some things about myself. Like I'm really gonna call myself out here. Even though it makes me uncomfortable, there's things that I know you guys can get from hearing me be vulnerable. So, um, like lately, He's been calling me out and like convicting me about this complaining attitude that I get sometimes. And lately, I've been feeling this need to complain more than usual. Like, I felt like I was doing really good. And then all of a sudden, I felt like I had this setback where I was just constantly like on autopilot going to complain. And so my husband and I figured out what we were going to do about that. And we decided that, well, he actually brought this up. It was his idea. And I was like, yeah,